All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and fellow fishing accomplices, good morning and welcome back to fishing. I am narrating over this video clip. This is actually the part two of the footage that I posted last week when I went fluke fishing with Peter. This is the striped bass half, so we got up very early and hit the water. Made sure to have all our safety stuff on. Got a light in the back of me and my kayak flag. And we got up early because we wanted to try and get some striped bass. We knew there's some big fish around, it's no secret. So we went to this particular spot and gave it an honest effort. We got there very early because we wanted to make sure we got on the water, let's just say that. But anyways, we didn't find anything super thick while it was still dark out. We were stumbling around the dark, hoping we'd get into something. And eventually we stumbled into a massive school of bunker. And I am going to open up right with the goods of this particular session. One thing I want to stress is you're about to see me get a very large striped bass that I did not measure. I estimated it to be about 30 pounds. You can agree or disagree, it's fine. I didn't measure it because I was worried that due to the way it was hooked with this particular hook, I did not want to play around with it too much. I just wanted to get it unhooked, get a quick shot, and get it back in the water because you can't keep one that size, and even if you could, I have no intention of doing so. So that being said, I apologize. It wasn't my intention to get this fish the way I did, but it was a wild ride. So without further ado, let's get into this footage for you. Thank you for staying tuned, and you know what we're about to do. Get some fishing accomplished.
I don't think we're gonna get a ton of stripers, but if we get one, it will be like a nice fish. So, oh, right there, dude. You see that, dude? Right in front of us, bunker. Yeah, we can definitely snag them, but let's see if we can get them on a lure. Something's chasing them. You see him? There we go. What do you think? Should we snag or just lure? Give it a shot. You gonna snag? All right, let's do it. Oh no. Yeah, I think so. I definitely got a bass. I think I got the bunker, then the bass ate it. On a bunker right now. That could be a problem. This is not the rod I wanted to get a big bass on. Dude, this thing is this is not the rod for a bass this size. Whatever, we'll get him whatever way you can get him, Pete. That bass did not wait a second. It's not gonna take long, Pete. Jeez. Pete's on. We're on. Dude. No, it's not huge, this one, but whatever. This one's like 15 pounds at least. I got a half decent look at them. Dude, they are thick under the boat right now. I'll sit on this all day if we can. £15-pound bass on an ugly stick. Just trying to catch a bunker. I don't know how big. He might be bigger. Fish was that big, but we're still fighting them. Oh yeah. Whoa. Dude, this is way bigger than I thought he was. Easy 20. Easy 20. I'd say, yeah. No, this thing's at least 36. Jeez. Woo! Damn. All right. Didn't mean to get him on this hook, but yeah. It's not gut hook, but it's. We're gonna try and get this hook out, but if it starts. Jeez. Holy shit.
Okay, so I'm going to slow down this clip where I pull the fish out of the water again, because I figured this is when I got the best gauge of how big this fish actually was. I didn't measure him. I was a bit nervous with how deep this fish took the hook. Again, I did not want to catch this fish this way. So with that being said, I did not play around with it. But if you look, the fish is easily hanging over the kayak on both sides, and it's a 34-inch wide kayak. So I have to imagine this thing was over 40 inches and probably pushing 30 pounds, give or take. But again, my number one priority was to get it back safe and healthy. So here we go.
Got a quick shot. Definitely the biggest bass ever caught. Good God. Holy. We're filming for that whole thing, but just got like at least a 30-pound striper. Let's see if we can get another.
So after getting that striped bass back, I did try an honest effort to catch one on an artificial, but it just was not happening. So tried some Elias shads, 7-inch, you know what I was doing in the earlier spring, but from what I've heard and what I've seen, the way to go was bunkers. So fortunately I was ready for that, and that's what I got into pretty quickly after this didn't pan out.
Not much I could do. Yeah, that's me. We're getting annihilated. We're mid-annihilation. Come on. All right, we're on. Something's... Come on. It's freaking out too. Oh yeah, we're getting bit. We're getting bit. I don't think he took it though. There we go. All right, he's on it. That's a fish. Spit it. He took the tail. All right, here we go. Here we go. Come on. This thing's getting mauled. Got him. Little guy. How did you even take this? It's a bluefish? Yeah, that's what's going on. First bluefish of the year. No, it's a good size for eating.
Yeah, these fish kind of came in waves this particular morning. One thing I'll apologize for is I didn't get the best hook set action. It was really early when we got up, so I was kind of a bit off this day, but I tried to make the best of it.
We're on. We are on, folks. I think he's still on there. Woohoo! It's going, there he is. It's not huge, but somehow, yeah, there he is. Line's going through the bunker. Might be able to use him again. This is like a slot fish. If there was a fish to keep, this would be it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that first fish I caught could have eaten this fish for bait. Yeah, you'd be a perfect eater. All right. This was like what we'd be psyched with when we were out in Jersey. Yeah. A 28, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not even 30.
But
Oh,
pretty.
Look at they're marking like crazy on the
Quick in, quick out.
So after getting that fish and getting it back in the water, Pete and I fished for stripers maybe for like another 30 minutes, but as you know, if you follow the channel, we didn't just go there for striped bass. We went to this spot because we knew we can get some fluke as well, so we were pretty content, and you can see that I was still getting hits. We both got bit a lot of times, but sometimes these fish would just spit the bunker out. So we decided to give fluke a go because the bite kind of died out for a little bit. There were still definitely fish around, but we figured we came there to fill up the cooler bag, and we didn't really look to keep stripers. The thing was, the fluke bite was pretty slow, and after a while, we were just minding our own business, and a giant school of bunker just swam by us, and it just so happened that there was some bass under there too. The only difference was this time we had the fish to ourselves, so let's check that out.
Pete's on. Well, Pete got him, I didn't. Oh, we're on. One of us is on. I think we're tangled. That's me, you're on. Yeah. Oh boy. Pete's on. On a good one right now. Ugh. Trust. Oh yeah. Attaboy, Pete. Try and stay out of your way. Nice. I'm gonna go hit that school, but I want to see the pictures. Get a measure if you can. Yeah.
So as Pete fought that fish, you'll note that I'm kind of moving around right now. I'm trying to get back on top of the schooled bunker and the striped bass because sometimes they wouldn't necessarily be one and the same. So I'm watching my fish finder. I'm moving around and trying to find the fish. And one thing I'll note is I don't typically do this kind of fishing a lot. I don't usually fish bait that much just to begin with. So I did end up doing this again another week, and I got some sliding sinker rigs, and that made a huge difference because these bunker can be very lively and they'll actually actively swim away from the fish. So if I could have done this day over again, I would have certainly brought some sliding sinkers, but I made do with this. I found the school bait and I got it down there, and eventually I connected again. So let's get into that action.
Got him. This one's all ours, folks. One. Woo! Oh my goodness. Stay out of those pilings. It's a good fish. Oh no. No, 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 no. Stay out of there. Come on. Nice. Perfect hook set. Yeah. Just so y'all can see, because this fish has nothing on that one before. This fish. Yo, this one's 30. You want it? Yeah. All right, we're gonna give this one to Pete because he is gonna harvest it. Pass the baton to you if we can make this work. All right, this is the tricky business, folks. All right. All right. Got him. All right, you got him. All right, awesome. Let's get another one.
Okay, and after that fish, as you can see, there was still a lot of bunker around, but the bass didn't seem to be with them, at least not nearly as thick. And like I said, we went there to get fluke, and the striped bass were kind of a bonus. So when it became clear that the stripers weren't really there like they were before, we decided to just go all in back for the fluke. And I guess it paid off because I did get one keeper, and we got quite a few nice shorts. So that being said, it was a really fun day of fishing with Peter. Definitely make sure to check out his YouTube channel, link in the bio or description or whatever. And yeah, I hope you like the striped bass stuff. Again, it's kind of new to me. I've always done lures. I've never really done a bunch of bait stuff. This is a lot of fun. And I do end up doing it again at least once more. And as of the recording of this video, maybe again, depending on how things go. So thank you for watching. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you have, thank you so much for your support. Catch you in the water next time. And of course, goodbye from fishing.